Hello, hello. All right. Good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. We got another one, Family We Need to Do Better, Part 13. It might be possible panel. I don't know yet. It really depends. But again, Family We Need to Do Better now, Part 13. Got five video clips. So let's learn from that. Again, my channel is Underrated Darkness. Y'all sure the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. Good evening to everyone and your families. All right, and hope everybody is well. Okay. Let me read this out first. Again, welcome. Let me get this out. My underrated one family. Shout out to my underrated one family. Shout out to the LDBC family. Stands for Lions Den Boxing Community, also basketball community. Shout out to the fam. Also, shout out to hashtag TWT family. Shout out. All right. Let me read this out. Come and join real conversation with the number one grind, us as the righteous ones individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuine being there for each other. We all we got. Yeah. Remember that we all we got. See up in this piece. Oh, Coco Tina, thanks for showing up. Thank you. Good evening to you. Peace to you and your family. I'm gonna hit y'all with the short intro. And I had played something in a while, so hit y'all some Wu-Tang, be back.
Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit. Check this out. Perfect. Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior.
I say for me, I've been passed over with my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
Again, welcome to my channel, Underrated Doctor. This yours truly, the number one grinder. This is family. We got to do better now. This is part 13. This is part 13. And shout out to Coco Tina. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give 2 more minutes. Then I'm gonna start. Excuse me. Show some clips and show some pictures. Um, we approaching Martin Luther King birthday, and you know need to put some respect on it. I might have a panel discussion on that. Hopefully, Coco Tina, you could join that. Let me get this noise out the way. This noise, shit, that. So, but I hope that brings some proper perspective on the late great Martin Luther King, even Malcolm X and stuff, because people don't respect the past. They just want to know the present, what's going on. But sometimes the present gets you in trouble if you don't go back. So I'm sipping on some peppermint tea. It's very important that know the ones that paved the way. That sometimes as a people we tend to, you know, forget about that sometimes. And I know I said I meant to do underrated commentary. That will come soon. That will come soon. That will come soon. So watch out for that. I know y'all you haven't do any morning real talks. That be back. I might do one tomorrow. It really depends how I feel. Just want to branch out some things. You know, step it up a little bit. So we're gonna give about another minute. Then we'll get this popping. Again, Coco Tina, if you wants to come up, let me know. I send you the link if you wants to come. If I decide that I want to have the panels, because I let I'll let people know in the chat in a few minutes if I feel up to it. So shout out to brother official 1SP. It was a great chop up we did last night. It was a great chop up. Please go check it out. Please go check it out. And then he gonna have me on his channel next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday at 10:35 his channel. So he gonna chop it up with me or interview. Wherever it is, I'm there. All right. Well, let's go. Let's get it going. Oh, let me just get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get this going. I don't want to be all night. I got quite a few to show. Let's see. Hold on for 1 second, please. Caller, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hello, I am back. I'm back. I'm back. So let's get this on and everything. But I want to show this picture before I get to the video clips. Um, this was somebody had sent me hours ago, a few hours ago. I'm a man just checking in Memphis. I am a man. I believe it was a sanitation strike back in '68. It's during the thick of the civil rights movement. I believe that I think a few days later, that's when the late Dr. Martin Luther King got assassinated. I am a man. I am a man. And this world still thinks that the black man ain't a real man. Stand up for, oh, black men don't stand up for their rights. Look back then, though. Even before then. That means something to me when I see that. I was going on 2 years old at the time. Wow. And we still had to advocate for ourselves to say, I am a man. Proud of it. Proud of being a real man. I was going to show this um at the end, but nah. I just want to have bring a proper perspective on this on this live tonight. Probably keep it short, sometimes. I am a man. Yep, I am a man. Okay, now we're gonna get to the video clips. Let me see if you show this one.
So, someone on my Facebook page on my timeline says, psychology says weak men create masculine women, strong men create feminine women. When men go back to their natural essence, women will follow. Don't argue with me. So, I didn't comment because when they say don't argue with them, 2023, I'm listening. But I will take your content and create content of my own. So, with that being said, we're not asking the right questions as the woman in the community. The real question is, why are men weak? What weakened them? What makes them strong? And how can we help? Those are the questions you're supposed to be asking to build the community back together. Weak men create masculine women because by nature, when they fall, we're supposed to step up and nurture them back to being strong. When soldiers fall or get wounded in war, the women take care of them until they can fight again. We are supposed to use that strength to build our men. But when our men was weakened, when they took the jobs away, when they wouldn't hire them, when they burnt the businesses down, when they start making them felons and giving you every reason to lock them up in jail, when our black men got under attack by the system, we turned our backs on them. We put them out the house for welfare. And in return, we got even weaker men from the offspring. Until women understand we are a part of the problem as well, it won't end. You can't have psychology without history.
I call
call on you, Lord God, for you will answer me. Can you let me know what my path should be? Cause life just been a catastrophe. Falling out with my friends and my family.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. See, I don't have no problem to hold myself accountable. I don't have no problem to hold other men accountable either. But what the sisters said, and the sad thing of some black women, talking about some, it goes on deaf ears, go with one ear and go out the other. Like I always say, the only ones that's going to fix the family is the black man and the black woman, and I still believe that. And I want women to hear this. Shout out to the miss. I know she's watching and stuff. You know, man's leaving. And I know there are some men don't like when I say this and everything. Man is leaving. Want to be respected. I hear some men talk about, passport brothers and this and that and everything else. But if you go somewhere that you not feel wanted, what you think they supposed to do? And I know there are some brothers don't like what I say, but it's true. You gotta respect that. And I know there's some brothers want to hold women hold up accountability to these women and stuff, but some women you can't do that. Just as some men you cannot do that. And the men that keep on holding these women in high pedestal that has toxic in them, I have to question you. Are you allegiance to negativity, or you allegiance to positivity? Us brothers, we better think and understand that. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's try to fix it. If the brother, I mean, look, there are some good women in this country. Yes, there are some good black women in this country. But I just cannot turn my head and say, "Oh, this not happening." No. It does. So the brothers that is very irate, or the passport brothers, or any brother that is traveling, you want brothers to travel, right? There are some brothers that just travel, so they can find out, find out certain things of our history. And then sometimes they meet a nice young lady. They're into them. Now, I'm not talking about the ones you paying for it and everything. That's their money. Maybe you don't like it. That's on them. But just like I tell some black all the time, if you want us to look in the mirror, you gotta look in the mirror too. And you need to get off that toxic protection. And even some brothers, you need to get off this toxic protection. Because it's tearing us apart. All right, so on to the next.
What do you do if you get lost?
Find a big black guy.
You find a big black guy, and what do you tell him?
And that I lost.
Oh, do I need to tell you there's a bunch of white people really upset about that video? Stitching it, duetting it in the comments. Oh, this is racist. Actually, if you want to be real about it, statistically, based on the data, any child would be safer approaching a strange black man than they would a strange white man. So let's look at some numbers. Convictions of possessing images of children. White people, 86%, while black make up only 4%. I'd say white people damn near cornered the market. Now, when you talk about assault of a child, the numbers are a little bit different, but white people still excel. 42% are white, 18% are black, but I feel these numbers might be skewed. For example, Hispanic make up 10% of the abuse. They also make up 10% of the possession of images, so those seem to be pretty close to each other, while these other numbers are way off. Now factor in that black people are 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of a serious crime, including that kind of assault, than white people are. Then think about all of the priests at the Catholic Church hid and protected and moved around. All of the pastors that we've recently found out the Southern Baptists were protecting. Think about all of the well-respected white teachers and coaches and scout leaders over the years where people just didn't believe the children, didn't believe that that good man was capable of that. And it's not hard to imagine that these numbers should probably be closer to those. And as long as we're talking fun facts, let's look at this one. They looked at SA convictions from 2006 to 2017, and you know what they found? There was a 1,330.47% increase in sentences of black individuals and a 8.6 decrease in sentences for white individuals. So white people, far more likely to do it, also more likely to receive a lenient sentence for it. So while I'm real sorry if that first video triggered you, statistically speaking, that mom is right. And maybe you should teach your children to do the same thing.
Fair use. Do I need to say anything? Guess not. On to the next.
You all, please, I want you to watch this video, and then I'm going to come back for a little story time.
Did you know that Britain still has a colony in Africa? While most countries colonized by the UK have achieved independence, the UK refused to decolonize and still rules over this group of islands in the eastern part of Africa called the Chagos Archipelago, which they named the British Indian Ocean Territory. By 1973, the British had forced out every single Chagosian from the island so the US could build a military base there. They weren't even allowed to take their dogs, which were gassed and shot dead. Many Chagosians were not compensated for all the abuses they suffered, including losing their homeland, and those that were given only small amounts. Chagosians have only been allowed occasional short trips to visit their homes. They now live in Mauritius, the Seychelles, and the UK, with many families divided. It's been 49 years since the British government, with help from the US, expelled the Chagosians. There is no place for colonial abuse. Last week, the UK announced it would negotiate to hand over sovereignty of Chagos to Mauritius. The Chagosians need to be at the center of these discussions. They should have the right to permanently return to their islands and should be compensated by those who expelled them from their land. Look out for a report from Human Rights Watch, early 2023, on how the British government and the US should make this right.
Let's have a little story time, shall we? This presentation is based upon a very simple premise, namely that in their relationship with the black race, Europeans, whites, are psychopaths, and their behavior reflects an underlying biologically transmitted proclivity with roots deep in their evolutionary history. The psychopath is an individual who is constantly in conflict with other persons or groups. He is unable to experience guilt, is completely selfish and callous, and has a total disregard for the rights of others. This is from a paper called The Psychopathic Racial Personality by Dr. Bobby E. Wright. This entire world is run by psychopaths. Really. They're really no different than Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy or Jack the Ripper. This is why I always tell Black and Indigenous people, you cannot appeal to the morality of folks who don't have morals. Now, this isn't talking about individual persons. This is talking about institutions. This is talking about groups, empires, and the systems that they put into place.
Don't go on, right? The United States had their hands in the cookie jar and help dirty old Britain take over our land in Africa. Take over our land in Africa, y'all. You hear it? Fair use, fair use, fair use. Yeah. 2023, y'all. They ain't saying nothing. On to the next.
Shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew. They left this comment saying that black women are the only ethnic group of women on this earth who brag about how much they don't need a man. And the sad thing is that is so very true. I can remember being young and like just hearing women speak in passing, like whether I'm out with my family or I specifically remember like being out with my granny some places and hearing women like speak to me, telling me that don't depend on no man for nothing, and make sure you independent, go to school, find you a good career, this, that, and the third. I cannot recall hearing any woman, any elder black woman telling me to focus on finding a husband and how to be a good woman to a man. I ain't never heard that. And so it's crazy to me for like it's universal. We all know that black women are the group of women who constantly let it be known that they don't need a man. They don't need black men. It's nothing black men can do for them and all this other nonsense that they say, right? So with that being said, if we all know that that is universal, how is it that you can blame a black man for not protecting black women if he know that anything that he does for black women would never be appreciated? If he knows that anytime he tries to do something as simple as holding a door open for a black woman, she will look at him up and down like with the attitude and let it be known like she's not appreciative. She don't say thank you. Her face be scrounged up. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. If a black woman drops something, and I've seen this on multiple occasions throughout my whole life, a black woman drops something, a black man say, "Hey, ma'am," she turn around, "Oh, I got a man." Like, lady, he was just finna tell you dropped your wallet. You know what I'm saying? But if he was to pick it up and go through it and take what he wanted and throw it back down, then you have a problem with that, right? So if y'all want black men to protect black women, so y'all say, y'all need to change y'all home demeanor, y'all need to change y'all attitude. But until then, I can honestly say I don't think black men are going to go out of their way to protect black women, because black women can be very mean and nasty and negative and just be completely and utterly unappreciative for anything that a black man does if it does not involve money. That's the only time she would be nice and soft and feminine, if it involves money. If a man is paying a bill or taking care of her kid, whatever the case may be, if it involves money, she'd be appreciative then. But if it's something small, she would be a complete bitch and have an attitude and be nasty. It's just, it's universal. We all know that. So ladies, if y'all want to see a change, y'all need to be the ones who change if you want black men to change as well.
You know what? Couldn't say it better than that. So I challenge these black women in this space. Y'all need to talk about this. Y'all know some of y'all, oh, we need protection, or we need this and that. But you know you have friends and you have people, your family members that treat us this way. And again, shout out to the mix and this shout out to the miss. And it does happen. I've seen it happen. It happened to me in the past. No? And these brothers too, stop being a simp on this matter. Because it does happen. All right? Let's keep it pushing on to the next.
I went on a date today, and let me tell you my experience. I planned ahead, and I went to the store and bought flowers. Show up to the date with the flowers in hand. She said, "Why did you buy flowers?" I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Am I wrong?
No.
Oh, and to top it off, I ended up keeping the flowers. She didn't want them.
This is the reason why I talk about women the way that I do. Y'all sit here and say that there's no good men, but this man sat here on a first date, got this girl flowers as he's supposed to, and the fact that he even questioned himself, is this wrong? That's sad. You have this man feeling like he did something wrong because you didn't accept his gesture. And then, you know what's more fucked up? If you look at the comment section, you have all these dumb women going, well, what kind of flowers did you get? Or did she even like flowers? Are you kidding me? You guys are ungrateful to even say something like that. If somebody gives me flowers, gives me something on a first date, I'm going to say, wow, thank you. Because you didn't have to. You didn't have to. That was so thoughtful. You took the time out of your day to go pick those and get them for me and pay for them. And you didn't have to. And just like chivalry's dead, just like there's no good men, then what is this? Ladies, I know you guys are delusional as hell and you think that there's no bad women and all of you guys are perfect and tens and you do nothing wrong. I'm sorry to break it to you, baby. A lot of you guys are really bad. A lot of you guys are really ruining it for men out here. You are destroying it. And then y'all are wondering why love is dead. Y'all are wondering why guys don't want to try. And the fact that he's even questioning whether he did something right or wrong, Clarence, you're correct. Don't ever change who you are as a person. Keep giving, keep loving, and keep being with God like the way that you are as a person. There is no fucking way that you gremlins did this to him. Oh my God. Wow, I should I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna get banned. Let me calm down. Anyway, this just really bothers me because there are good men in this world and you guys will sit here and keep saying this and spreading this lie around. But why don't you guys say all the good men you fucked over? Why don't you tell us all the good men you literally threw away? Why don't you tell us about all the good men? Oh, you're too nice. I can't date you. Oh, you know, you're not narcissistic enough. You don't argue with me enough. You're not toxic enough for me. Why don't you tell us that? Why don't you tell us all the good guys you curved? Why don't you tell us all the times you got a gift and said, that's not what I wanted. I wanted something better. You bitches are ungrateful as fuck. You deserve dog shit. Caca. I think it just sucks so much for men because they have to pay for the dates. They have to take us out. They have to buy the flowers and do all these things just to get us. And women don't look at it in that type of way and understand like, dude, this is a lot of work. Guys are putting a lot of effort to prove to us they're worthy of our love or they're worthy of being the man that we want or the man that's going to lead us. The least you can do, ladies, is fucking be attentive, be sweet, say thank you, be nice. It's fucking free to be nice. I hope you guys get dogged out by toxic guys. You do not deserve a good one.
This has been going on for a long time also. And your women got to own up to it. And men, you got to talk about this too. Because there are some men that they don't even want to go on dates. They don't even want to be around a woman. They just want to do their thing and that's it. Fair use. But y'all ain't trying to hear no one grinder. But hope y'all get in the near future in this space. On to the next.
For him to be dead in front of his family dollar. A 15-year-old child.
I came across this video this morning, and to say I was upset would be a horribly gross understatement. I was actually very enraged. This young man's name was Jaheim. He was 15 years old. He came out of the Family Dollar with his hands in the air, he wasn't armed, and he listened to everything the officers said, and they proceeded to shoot him 8 times, including in the head. And as his lifeless body laid on the concrete, in a puddle of his own blood, they proceed to handcuff him. Now, how the fuck does that make sense? When it came down to the interview with the officers, they were saying that Jaheim came out pointing a gun at them, and several eyewitnesses have proven this to be false, saying that he came out unarmed with his hands up. So not only did they kill this young boy, they lied about it too. They lied about it because they know exactly what they did. They know the reason for killing him was purely because of the color of his skin. And it's hurtful to say, but I see videos like this every single day on this app alone about young black people being killed just because of the color of their skin. And there is actually people out here defending these police officers for killing these kids. I don't know who in their right mind thinks that any child deserves to die by a police officer's hands, especially when they've done nothing wrong. I know that this family is probably hurting like hell right now, and it's so horrible to think about. How many more kids have to die before something is actually done about this? How many? 10? 100? When will it stop? When will people finally stand up and say they've had enough? When will something be done about it by the state? All of you who are doing this are horrible people, and you don't deserve your job. You don't deserve to even be considered by society. I'm maybe younger, but I still have a bigger platform. I have a significant amount of followers, and I think it's time people stop being silent about this. We need to stand up for this. We need justice for Jaheim. We need justice for all of the people who have died under these police officers, under any police officers. It's time for it to stop. We will stop you. You can't keep doing this to us people. It's disgusting, it's horrific, and it's cruel. And if you don't stop, we're gonna make you. That boy should still be alive today. Jaheim should still be alive today. All of those other children should still be alive today. If it wasn't for disgusting people of society letting this happen to them, doing this to them. We will be fighting for you, Jaheim. And I sincerely hope you are resting in peace, because we all know that you did not deserve for this to happen to you, and your family doesn't deserve this either. I will be leaving a GoFundMe in my bio. All of the funds will go straight to the family. I sincerely hope that you will both donate and send your regards, because it's time for it to stop. I've had enough. We've all had enough. We're getting tired of it, and something will be done.
Use. You know, Brownie Alley, how you doing? Thanks for coming. You know, before I continue, is this good? You know, we always say when this happens, it's always good to say, yo, we killing ourselves. Yeah, we killing ourselves. But do you know why it's really happening? And I'm saying that we could talk about all of it. Let's talk about how we avoid killing ourselves. But we have to understand this been going on for centuries and centuries. We got to understand this law enforcement in this country, we can say around the world, but law enforcement in this country always slaughter African descent around the world, especially in this country. So when we gonna pull our grown up on and deal with it, and stop saying, "Oh, if we stop this ain't gonna happen." No. We got wicked people out here do not believe that we are part of the human family. And I'm talking about us as Black African descent. Stop. Stop turning your head this. Stop that. Because it's happening. It's happening. So if I hear anybody, let's talk about, we killing each other. No. Let's stick to the issue. Let's talk about that, but let's stick to the issue. Because we still dying for nothing. And there's no retribution for these people who doing this. And we have to understand there is a system of evil people, even including some of us, that they don't care. And I know they'll be crying. They I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing. No. You had it premeditated all along. Just saying. Let's talk about it. I know it's uncomfortable, but it's happening. He just come out of the store, has hands up, and got holes put in him. But you know what they say? They never been around this community. He got scared. How you can get scared of an unarmed? Sometimes you have to laugh to hide your being angry. And they played the script for a long time, even for centuries. And the sad thing about it, our people still don't get it. Some black man, some black woman. On to the next.
What state do you that I violated yours?
We were called for an armed
It don't matter. I have rights. Y'all pulled me out of my vehicle.
Yeah, and we have the right to determine that the scene is safe. Do you understand?
What's your name, officer?
My name
What's
is
your badge number?
All this is
What's your badge
recorded.
number? I don't
16.
care about. What's your badge number, man?
58.
And why'd you pull me out the vehicle?
We were called here for an armed person with a gun.
Okay, and you don't see the work vehicle?
Yeah.
Y'all pulled up to me. I was pumping my gas. I got my vehicle. This officer forcefully grabbed me by the arm and pulled me out my vehicle.
Okay, well, we had to check if there's any weapons, and that's,
Okay,
all we were doing.
okay.
Now we're
So
gonna,
now all that's over with.
we just want to know what happened.
I'm not answering nothing. Am I under arrest?
Okay, then we're just going to go by.
By
they
what?
says.
I don't care. Am I under arrest?
You are being detained
For
until we
what?
find out.
For what? You cannot
For what I
legally
just
detain
said.
me if I didn't
Yes,
break a
I
law.
can.
Did I break a crime? Did I break a crime? Did I commit a crime?
I have every right to legally
Did I
detain
commit
you.
a crime, officer?
I just told you.
Yes or no? Did I commit a crime?
We don't know yet. And I have the right to
Am
determine.
I being arrested?
You have.
Am I being arrested?
We need to
being
determine.
legally detained.
I can leave then.
You are under investigative detention.
I can
No,
leave
you
then.
cannot.
I cannot leave? If you
want
this is a
continue
lawsuit
to
waiting to
behavior,
happen. Am
do
I
not
under
get back
arrest?
in your car.
Am I under arrest?
You will be.
Am I under arrest? For what? Why are you detaining me?
We
This
need
is
to
a
figure
lawsuit.
what happened.
It's not. Am I under arrest, man?
You're in an investigative detention.
That's not no reason to detain me. Am
Yes,
I under
it is.
arrest? That's not legally a reason.
You are not getting in that car.
Don't touch me, man.
Don't
Do
get
not
in that
touch
car.
me.
Let's not
Do not
Let's
touch
not
me. You're gonna have a
escalate
lawsuit
this.
against you.
Let's not
Do
Do
not
not
touch me.
escalate this.
All right.
Let's not escalate it.
What you mean escalate? I have rights. Am I under arrest?
I know we know
You are being detained.
For what reason?
We just told you.
No, you did not.
Yes,
did I
I
commit
did.
a crime?
Yes, I did tell you.
I committed a crime.
I told you why you're being detained.
Did I commit a crime, officer?
We are wondering why we got.
I have
here for
nothing
an
to do
armed
with that.
person.
I'm working. Did I
Okay.
commit a crime?
Give us 5 to 10 minutes.
No, I want to leave to go finish my job. Can I please leave? So y'all not gonna let me leave?
Give us time.
I don't want to give you no time. I'm doing my job. Can I
Then
please
you
leave?
won't be going anywhere.
All
then.
right. This is a lawsuit. Thanks a lot.
Then go ahead.
All right, no problem. I will. I know what I'm talking about out here, stupid. Officer, what's your name and your badge number, please? What's your name and your badge number, please? You forcefully grabbed me by the arm and moved me out my vehicle.
Yeah, my name is Officer Malachevsky, badge number 48.
All right. Why did you grab me by the arm?
This is what's going on.
Why did you grab me out the arm?
You need to be quiet and
I don't need to do nothing. I need to know why you grabbed me by my arm.
What we need now is your driver's license so we can resolve this, okay?
I'm not resolving anything. Am I under arrest?
Yes, you're in investigative detention right now until we figure out who you are, okay?
No.
So what we need, yes.
I'm not giving you nothing. I have the right to remain silent. I'm not giving you nothing.
Well, this is the issue, okay?
Okay.
As of right now, this is being investigated as a road rage incident, okay?
Road rage incident? Where was the road rage?
They're claiming that you motioned with your finger or something or made something about some note.
I pumped my gas and I came in and I went at my car.
Something to do with a gun, okay?
Oh my
God! Listen, this is what's gonna happen now.
I'm not trying to hear that, man.
Okay.
You see me in my vehicle.
Again, I wasn't here. I'm going off of what the other party told me. Okay.
So I don't care about what none of them say.
If you can just calm down for a second, okay, I can explain this to you. All right. So, if there's no gun involved here, the police don't need to be involved much more as long as you cooperate here. Okay.
I'm not cooperating. I didn't commit no crime. I didn't commit no crime. Okay.
We're investigating a crime in Pennsylvania. If you're being investigated for a crime, that's
you legally detain me. You legally detain me.
No.
So I got the right to leave.
No, I'm telling you, you are not being legally detained, and you are not free to go. Okay.
Okay.
It's an investigated detention. I made this very clear to you. Okay.
Investigated detention.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Means you're not under arrest, but you're not free to go.
Okay.
Okay. So what we need now is just to figure out who you are, and once we're able to do that, we'll be able to resolve this. Okay. Do you understand? Do you have a driver's license in the car?
I'm not answering no questions. I have the right to remain silent.
So unfortunately, if you don't tell us who you are, it's going to escalate this. We're going to have to put you in handcuffs, take you down to go get a fingerprint.
That's fine. That's more of a lawsuit. I'm okay with that. I didn't commit a crime.
Okay. So you're willing to come with us to go get fingerprinted then?
No, I am not. I'm telling you, I'm not legally. I don't have to give you my license.
Yeah.
No, I do not. I know my rights, officer.
Okay.
I work for Your Way Transportation. I know my rights.
It doesn't happen like that on the radio. It doesn't happen like that. Number one grind. Yes, it does. Every day. We can't even work. We can't even pump gas. Can't even go to the store. But y'all don't talk about this. Again, what about we kill each other? Stick to this. Stick to this, all right? Some of your brothers and sisters, y'all so weak. Y'all weak, man. Y'all gutless. Y'all, You need to talk about this, y'all. I'm telling you, because it happens. Here's a brother, know his right. He just want to do his job, and they still want to keep. And to stop saying that it's the white man, it's the white woman too. They are the co-conspirators of this. And y'all need to recognize and talk more about that too. Unbelievable. On to the next.
Just majority of Arabs or Muslims that dislike black people.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, did you really just compare what people that have been enslaved for like over 600 years to one 9/11 attack? Do you realize that there's black people that are Muslim that experience not only Islamophobia, but also being black in America? Did you realize that Arabs that come to this country, America, can put that they're white to get loans for their businesses? Did you know that black people cannot do that and they're easily discriminated against to even get loans? Did you know that the Arabs that own liquor stores sell alcohol and cigarettes and things that kill black and brown communities indirectly? And they put those in those communities. People immigrate over here and start businesses in Black and brown communities. Did you know that there are some Arab people that call Black people the N-word? Because my own husband experienced that, and he's Muslim. And the only reason why I follow the teachings of Islam is because of all the warm and welcoming brothers and sisters that are from the Black community. MashaAllah.
And let me say this stuff too. The first ones who really enslaved us first was the Arabs. Then the Europeans. Europeans are about the money. But the Arabs was the first one to enslave us. Recognize, y'all. Recognize. On to the next.
So, the St. Louis Arch turned 57 a few days ago, and here are a few disturbing facts that you should know about it. Number 1. The construction of the arch was the first step to urban renewal in St. Louis. Have you ever heard of the 1947 Comprehensive Plan? To sum it all up, lawmakers pretty much destroyed Black neighborhoods because they were deemed undesirable. So lawmakers came up with a decision to place minorities and poor people in housing projects such as the infamous Pruitt-Igoe projects. Number 2. African Americans were not allowed to help construct the arch. Although it was built on an all-Black town. That's right. Where the arch sits used to be an all-Black town called Mill Creek. St. Louis city officials claimed that the neighborhood was full of poverty, crime, and urban decay. But that's not true. It was full of businesses, families, and homeowners. Number 3. It was said that the St. Louis Arch was constructed to honor the triumph of white colonizers over Native Americans' land. It was cited and constructed in a way that prioritized the commemoration of a mythical white past, the taming of the West, over the reality of Black residents, business owners, and workers. The sad reality is that over 20,000 residents were displaced, 95% of whom were Black. Also during this time, the federal government was still actively redlining and withholding funds to improve Black neighborhoods. Of the $120 billion worth of new housing subsidized by the government between 1934 and 1962, less than 2% went to non-white families. But that's for another day and another topic.
Oh, red line just happened 2 decades ago. The federal government was doing that decades ago. St. Louis, it's all a lie. We ain't property. Oh, it looked dirty. And look what happened. Again, businesses. And then some people say, you should respect this country. We almost finished. On to the next. Give me a break.
Hey guys, this is kind of hard for me to say, but you know, I've been dating him since 2015. I met him when he was 21. And we had our first kid like a year after 2016. And we had another kid in 2017.
Wait for it.
And I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
Damn! What did you say?
I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let me just grab my stuff off the bus.
Yo, what the fuck?
Do y'all believe that? Fair use. Let me play it again.
Hey guys, this is kind of hard for me to say, but I've been dating him since 2015. I met him when he was 21. And we had our first kid like a year after 2016. And we had another kid in 2017.
Wait for it.
And I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
Damn! What did you say?
I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me just grab my stuff off the bus.
Yo, what the fuck?
You heard right. A cougar had 2 kids together. Find out the youngster was digging you out and you gave him up. You just find that out. That don't happen, number one grinder. Yes, it does. And I believe that she already knew about it. I guess he probably found out and confronted her. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. A cougar, they young guy, and people say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't." And you found out that it was your son. The kids that you had 2 kids with him, 2 kids together, and you find out that was your son that you put up for adoption. But you got some people don't support. Well, men don't supposed to feel a certain way. On to the next.
I'm done. I'm finally done.
What are you done with?
With our time apart. I know it's been really difficult. It's been difficult on both of us, but I'm finally ready for us to be together. And I'll never have to wonder about anything else.
I'm seeing someone.
That is... Congratulations. So Josh, you wanna just, tell me when you're done then?
I don't know, Alice.
Well, we'll just wait till you're done.
Shit's different. I'm not sure I want the same things anymore.
You mean like me?
I didn't need an experiment to know that I loved you. And I'm not an idiot. You're I guess, done with whatever you've been doing with whoever you've been doing, and you think you can come running back to me? No thanks. I'll pass.
And you know what I say? Good for him. Good for him. Stand on your mens. On to the next. After this, got one more, and then we close it out.
He didn't have to do. He shouldn't have to go through this. It's just a test drive for him to get killed. A young brother.
Just a test drive that ended in Daniel Gordon getting shot and killed on the job at Tires Plus Saturday afternoon. He was 24 years old. A brother and son, co-workers say.
A star in his craft. He came in. We hired him on as a C-Tech. He's looking to be a master mechanic.
Named Quadarius McDowell came in for a brake inspection before 1:30 in the afternoon. So Gordon got in to do a drive around the lot. But police say the customer thought Gordon was stealing his car, so he started shooting him.
He saw him in uniform. He's got his bag with the work order in it and everything to test drive the vehicle. Why would you think anything different?
After firing, police say the customer ran, but officers quickly tracked him and charged him with murder.
Any store that you go to, whether it be Walmart or anything, we have to feel comfortable that we be able to service the customer without them getting crazy, shooting and killing somebody.
That's crazy. Last one.
Let me tell you why some of these women are so insensitive and so selfish nowadays. They want momentary pleasure and temporary satisfaction. Instead of looking for longevity, they look at what can I get out of him right now? Oh, how can I use him? Oh, how can I get him to send me money? Oh, how can I get him to pay for this or that? They are so caught up in what society sees as successful. And I'm talking about money, cars, jewelry, bags, clothes, BBLs. And it's to the point where they can't even see that their own reality needs attention. Have a good day.
Fair use. All the video clips I shown. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. This is the last family we have to do better now. Part 13. And what's good, my brother? How you doing? That's my day one right there. David, yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Always support me, man. Shout out to you, man. Peace to you and your family. Always a pleasure to see you, my brother. I mean that. You thank you, man. Thanks for always holding me down, man. But it goes to show again. Comes to a black man, we get dogged out. And I know there are some brothers gonna say, "Oh, look at you! You talk about women all the time." I don't talk about women all the time. I'm in a relationship with the men, so I'm good now. Does it happen? Yes, it does. And I'm always going to bring up the injustice of us going through things anyway. Elder, it's hard, but thanks anyway. Because you got these brothers chasing them panties. Or they get mad like you with a woman that loves you back. Unbelievable. But thank you so much for showing up, brother. Thanks for everybody has showed up. Matter of fact, brother, I want you to hit me up on the email, all right? It's my email right here, bro. I want you to hit me up. That's my email. We got to get together, y'all. That's all I know. We got to get it together. We got to get it together. Morning real talk. I might do it in the morning. I don't know. It really depends. But if it is, y'all see it. Thank y'all. Don't want to show up. Yeah, hit me up. You can hit me up in a few if you can, and let me know that's you. You gotta do better, y'all. You gotta do better, man. And the ones who do not want to do better, let them be. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. You have a good night and your family. Be well. Be safe. Peace. Be a winner. Good night.